Soil structure. Soil structure refers to the physical appearance of the soil according to the way the individual soil particles are arranged, packed, or aggregated. It is a term used to describe the overall arrangement or grouping of soil particles or aggregates. The soil structure type is determined by general shape aggregate. Soil structure type is determined by general shape of aggregate. Soil structure class is determined by the size of the aggregate. And the soil structure grade is dependent up the stability or cohesiveness of the aggregates. Type of soil structure is influenced by climate, living organism, topography, parent material, and time. Clay particles and humus influence soil structure by the way they cement or build up the different particles into bigger and more stable aggregates. Secretions from plant roots may influence soil structure. Types of soil structure. There are many types of soil structure. The most common include: this is an elementary structure which forms no aggregates, meaning that particles are not cemented together. It is relatively non-porous, with small or spherical particles mostly found in the topsoil or sandy soil, arid climates, and alkaline soils. Crumby structure. This soil consists of small, soft, porous aggregate of irregular shape. The type of structure does not closely fit together, and such soils and water will pass through the pores quickly. However, a good structure should not only have enough pore spaces for water and air to enter, but should also be able to retain sufficient water in the soil for plant roots to use. Granular structure. This is the type of soil structure made of friable, rounded aggregates of irregular shape called granules. This structure can be found in the topsoil horizon of cultivated soils and in the subsoil horizons of soils under grass or bush. Granular structure is the only arrangement influenced by practical methods of tillage and trampling. Columnar soil structure. These soil structures have aggregates arranged in vertical cylindrical columns or pillars. The pillars vary in length and may reach a diameter of 15 cm or more. When the tops of the pillars are rounded, the structures is referred to as columnar, but the pillars have flat, level tops. The structural pattern is prismatic. The columnar structures are found in middle horizons of soils with poor drainage, while prismatic structures are common from the middle to the lower horizons of fine textural soils. Platy structure. The platy structures is mostly found in top horizon of soil in the forest and in clayey soils, usually in layers on top of each other, as illustrated in the diagram. Blocky structure. This structure resembles the blocks used in construction. The aggregates easily fit together along vertical edges with their dimensions more or less equal. Influence of soil structure on crop production. The soil structure influences the pore space in the soil. When the particles are closely packed together, the soil has very few pore spaces. The amount of air and water present in soil depend on the pore space available. This implies that soils with closely packed particles are poorly aerated and drained. Most crops do well in well-aerated and drained soil, except a few such as rice, which do well in waterlogged soil. Soil with good structure ensure a balance between soil, air, and water are good for crop production. The soil structure should allow free circulation of air by having enough pore spaces, which can be occupied by air as in granular or crumby structures. In such soil, the plant roots and microorganisms can get the oxygen they need, and carbon dioxide is expelled easily. The soil structure influences the water-holding capacity of soil. A good soil structure should hold enough water for plants' use. Using heavy machinery on wet soil destroys the structure, thus decreasing permeability and aeration. This may result into high incidence of surface runoff and erosion. NB. Soil structure can be used to classify soil. It refers to the general arrangements of the soil particles or aggregates. Depending on the aggregation, soil could have granular, crumby, prismatic, blocky, or platy structures. Soil texture. The term soil texture refers to the relative proportions of the various sizes of mineral particles in a sample of soil. These mineral particles include gravel, sand, slit, and clay. It is also defined as the coarseness or fineness of the soil when felt between the fingers. The texture of soil determines its ability to absorb and retain water and soil nutrients. Soil particles and their sizes. Particle size, diameter, in mm. Stones, gravel, above 2.0 mm, fine sand between 0.02 mm and 0.20 mm, silt between 0.002 mm and 0.02 mm, clay below 0.002 mm. Hi guys, if this is the first time you've come to my channel, please go down the bottom, hit that subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you can get notified every time I post a brand new video similar to this. Keep watching.